What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I am James Cotton, former Ohio State football player, OSU, NFL, CFL player, all of that good stuff, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. It is an honor and a privilege to be able to talk to you guys. If your first time tuning in, please go ahead, click the little subscribe button so that way you can get notified whenever we post videos. I got some really good content coming up, and today especially, because right now everything is fear-based. Everybody's afraid, don't know what's going to happen, change is coming. That is one of the biggest things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys a couple tips that I've been able to use and some of my friends have been able to use on how to deal with anxiety. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are going to hop right on in it. I got 6 things that I would like to talk to you guys about. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a certified counselor or any of those things. That's just a little disclaimer, but these are things and methods that I've used and some of my closest friends use in order to help them deal with some anxiety, especially during this time, during this pandemic. Everything's up in the air. We have no idea what's going on any given day. So we just hope that everybody's doing their best to keep themselves happy, keep their families happy, healthy, and happy as well. So first thing will probably be, not probably, but the first thing is diet. You gotta have a good diet if you want to deal with some of the anxieties or some of the issues that you could be possibly dealing with. It's amazing how science and how our bodies work and how vitamins and minerals go hand in hand on maintaining an equilibrium within our bodies and within ourselves, so you don't have a chemical imbalance. So it is important that you guys take your necessary vitamins you need to take to be healthy. Lots of vitamin C's, D's. You just want to make sure you're eating foods that are rich in natural proteins, such as tuna. I eat a lot of peanut butter and crackers. So make sure you guys speak with the nutritionalist or either Google it. It'll tell you some of like the top 5 foods to eat, but your diet is going to be one of the things that could give you a little bit of anxiety. So if you're like, man, why am I like on edge all the time? It could be the simple thing that you don't have enough calcium in order for you to make sound decisions, because lack of calcium is predicated on focus and things like that. So those are one of the things that I do know for sure that you want to make sure you monitor or maybe seek some guidance on getting to that next level. Next, real simple thing that I like to do every morning before I wake up or when I wake up is to breathe. I take time to pray, I take time to meditate, but just taking some nice deep breath. Come on, you guys do it with me one time. Just like you want to expand your lungs and everything, absorb it all, and make sure you just release it all as well. But those things, if you do like 4 sets of 10 inhales and exhales, deep breaths in, deep breaths out, you'll feel much more relaxed. You'll feel much calmer. And then that helps the blood flow circulate through the body. And that is very important. So we want to make sure all of our blood flow is circulating through our limbs all the way up to our brain. So I highly anticipate, hopefully everybody will participate in that one. Next would be, sometimes we just need to get away, especially right now. Where can we go? Maybe go out to your backyard, go out to your front yard, and maybe circle around the block. Maybe go around the neighborhood, but make sure you take time to escape. Get outdoors, get outside, go outside and connect with nature. There's nothing like connecting with nature. You see some of the birds, see them chirping, see squirrels chasing other squirrels, just depending on where you live at. But make sure you take some time to escape and just absorb it in, man. And you could practice the second step that I share with you guys, just breathing and meditating and maybe praying while you're outside, just to get yourself immersed into nature so you could become one with nature. That really helps the mind, the body, and the spirit. So make sure you take some time to enjoy nature. Take out take it in so that way you can be better relaxed. Ain't nothing like relaxing and enjoying a good quiet evening. And here's a cool tip: get some sleep. A lot of us are up on our phones, and the thing is our devices now are the biggest distractions that keeps us from getting the proper amount of sleep, because it is tough for your brain to go back to sleep. So let's just say you hear your phone buzz in the middle of the night, or you just checking it at night before you go to bed. I've read a couple of articles that suggest that you should not use your phone an hour before you go to bed. That's a real good tip, and that'll help your brain to basically debrief itself, relax, get yourself in the sleep mode. And that is very important. It's getting a lot of sleep and also keeping yourself hydrated as well. Those two go hand in hand. So if you can hydrate and sleep a lot, that will be awesome, or get the proper amount of sleep, I should say. And with sleep, you can also take naps. So if you get a 20-minute nap, 15-minute nap, those have been known to work wonders. I think Google installed nap pods out at their home facilities, and their employees would take naps. They encouraged it. So I encourage you guys to get out there, take some naps when you get an opportunity. Don't spend your time just checking everybody's social media page and doing that. Take time to yourself. Use that time for yourself to rejuvenate, recharge those batteries, because you're going to need it. You're going to need every ounce of energy you can if you want to meet all of the goals that you set for yourself. And I know all my transitioneers that's listening, I know you guys set some goals, because we talked about that on a prior episode. So make sure you guys go back and check out some other episodes if you get the opportunity. Next, read as much information as you can. So whatever your craft is, whatever your business is, keep developing your skill sets in your business. Read as many books as you possibly can. I'm reading books. I have friends that have written books that I played with at The Ohio State, LaCharles Bentley, Maurice Claret. I read both of those guys' books. And then also Lawrence Funderbook. His kid go to the same school as mine, and he was kind enough to give me his book. And I was like, oh man, I really appreciate it. So I read his book. So make sure you guys Google those guys, see how you could get those books. Last but not least, I encourage you guys to, and this may be a little corny, but this was actually my wife's suggestion. This whole episode was her suggestion. So thank you, baby. I really appreciate it. She said it helps when you take time to look at some animals, look at some pet pictures, or even some pictures that just make you feel happy. But take some time to look at some different pictures, like cute puppies, cute cats, cute pigs, cute cows, whatever floats your boat, just depending on the type of person that you are. Take some time and scroll through those pictures. And like, I know for myself, I'm not a big, huge dog lover or cat lover, but I like animals. And so I just like to see cats and animals and dogs just do different things, and just how they interact with one another. I think it's awesome. And it's just, I just seen an article recently how pets are kind of like a stimulus to having good mental health. So that's why we included it with our tips on, this was just 6 tips on how to deal with anxiety. So hopefully this was helpful. This was extremely therapeutic for me. I let you guys in on some tips that I use and my wife use and our closest friends use to handle anxiety. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and just know that the end is near when it comes to this pandemic. I'm really excited and praying that everybody is going to be able to return to normal, and we'll be able to not be social distant. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check us out on our next episode. Make sure you click subscribe, get notified, because we got a lot of great content to share with you guys. Thank you guys, and have a good one.